Oh man, another For Honor stream. Imagine, what am I doing? Look at me over here. Oh man, For Honor stream again. Imagine that. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay, so, what is going on here, ladies and gents? My name is Divik. Welcome back to For Honor. Second time this week because Saturday is truly a random day, and honestly, anything could really go down. But I have been on a kick, just got talking about the cosmetic system in For Honor, and how kind of stupid I think it is. I talked about it on Twitter. I mentioned it to the For Honor group that I'm in, and we have some people agreeing across the board. And while the For Honor group was more focused up on the fact that on the new armors themselves rather than the subject matter at hand, you know. But anyways, so the Metaverse made a very, very nice video not too long ago discussing the whole system and how stupid it is. And by the way, got the Dead by Daylight outfit for all five. Here's Warmonger. Looking clean, looking clean. I put the spikes on since this is technically an Apollyon armor, so I figured, what the heck, why not? I did kind of put my own spin on them a little bit. I put that one little logo on the shoulder there. I did put that on there. I figured it would look nice with the red theme, and it definitely goes. I think I'm definitely gonna change the swords as well, the weapons and whatnot to some more red ones. Because now that we have also the dark variants, I figured that would be really cool. So here's Hito, Shaolin, looking good. I actually do like the hair on the back of the head, right? And finally, and Janhu. Oh, too good, too good. That is the new armors and the Dead by Daylight skin outfit that you get with the pass. It is a free pass. So the cosmetic system, it is silly. It is broken. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, here's the rub. Here's the rub. For a time, this was fine. It made sense. You got all these crates and whatnot, and you use steel and everything. But say, for example, let's mouse on over here to Yorm, right? Now, is it a mistake doing this? Probably. But let's say I'm a Yorm main, or like I'm Frey, for example, and I want to get the new armor, right? So you have a few choices. You can either play the game, play Yorm a bunch, get lucky, and get the new armor. Or if you look at the top left of my screen, you can use steel crates if you have, or steel crates, loot crate, scavenger crates if you have them. Or you can grind out, you can get lucky with using your actual steel. Now, if you're new to the game, if you were to go right here, usually you would use a crate. Now, considering crates aren't purchasable in any form or fashion, you'd have to end up using your steel. So if I wanted, say, Yorm's new armor, I would do this, right, and maybe get lucky. Now, it's actually a very good example that it wasn't there, because all of this stuff I already have unlocked per playing the character. And apparently, what it is, now because if you're doing it this way, it's truly random, quote unquote. But depending on the character and what rep it is, you're supposed to be able to unlock everything. As you can see on the left here, I am rep 18 with Yorm. So therefore, you would think that, if I kept opening up some crates here and there, that I would eventually get something. And what do you know? I actually got one in the second one. I think this is the new arms, and you would know by the little eye icon. Okay, so I opened up 2, right? Okay, 2 crates. All right. But let's and it's not there. Okay, I got the same arms again. Imagine. All right. So then I open up another one. Nothing again. So, is it dependent on rep, or is it truly random? Because it makes no sense to be both, right? It shouldn't be both. And Oh, here's my Frey cosplay, by the way. And if you ask me, it should not be both. And I'll tell you why. Because what is the point of literally having crates and all that? Actually, let me phrase it this way. It makes no sense to say that you can get stuff based on rep and it's truly random what you get. Okay, and I said this in the actual post. I rep 8, right, with both Blackbriar and Lawbringer. So by that logic, by the it depends on rep logic, I should get the new armors sets fairly easily, right? Okay, the eye icons right here are bothering me. One second. There we go. It's just the new ornament anyway. And so by that logic, I should be able to, at this point, be able to get the new stuff fairly easily, right? Because I'm rep 8 with these characters. Now, I got dummy lucky with Shinobi getting the Chimera armor for them. Her. I say her because this one's female, obviously. But, like, it makes... Now, if you're going to have, say, that it depends on the rep of the character you have, that's fine. But also, it should be way easier to get the new stuff. Maybe, like, I don't know, increase the chance of you getting new armor bits, like, by, like, I don't know, let's say 50%. I don't know. Let's just increase the chances of getting the new armor pieces by, like, 50%. What that does is it gives, like, the, actually, you know what? Even better idea as I'm thinking here. How about the chances of getting stuff, the newer armors and stuff that you don't have already, increases by the chances of getting it increases based on how high of a rep you are. That way, you do still it's still I guess I don't agree with this, but while it'll still be random, you still have a higher chance of getting the new stuff, and that helmet is so good. I love it. But anyways, that right there makes a lot more sense to me. Now, as far as everything else, there's a lot of stuff that makes absolutely no sense, and I just realized I was a new armor. Like, I could have mapped that onto one of my Yorms here. Rip. Alright, so let's go ahead and grind this up. And also, one thing that I never, ever agreed with is this right here. Now, actually, let's mouse over to one of my mains. You know, one of the big 5. Let's say Hitakiri, right? One thing I never, ever agreed with is this right here. What is it? How do I get to it? Let's see. Okay, so, you know, this is the new armor. Okay, so the Spectral Slayer chest piece, right? Why is this 700 steel? Why is this 700 steel? Someone explain this to me. Why is this specific chest piece, and it's the entire armor set, by the way, not just the chest piece. I'm just singling out the chest piece. Whereas everything else is 400. And honestly, I would chop that in half. Now, I guess the reason here is because, you know, it's a higher tier. I guess like that low key makes sense. But no, it doesn't. But it also does not make sense. And also, that looks pretty dope. That chest piece looks pretty good with the rest of that armor. Wow, I'm impressed. All right. Anyways, so I would, if you're going to change the look of the armor, I would actually straight up replace that steel with the salvage. Now, one person on Twitter, because I did post this on Twitter, and a few people did like it, and it's worth mentioning that well, this is not me. This ain't me. All right, so let's see. I didn't say this. This was actually stated by Havante. Havante said this to me, and I actually fully agree. If I can click on it. Come on, Twitter app, work with me. A simple fix would be just to let us use steel to buy the piece you want. Heck, or let us just use the salvage. But also, I mentioned the Elma idea. Heck, she even has the perfect voice line too. She does the whole when she tosses that for that exie, for that execution. Like right. Let's see, where is it? Oh man, is it? Would it still be here? I don't know if it will still be here. Okay, so the one where she goes, there you go, and she tosses you like a vanguard weapon, like that voice line would be perfect. Like, hey, she's tossing you some armor, some armor. There you go. I can't. Obviously I can't do it because that's Ilma, but Ilma the blacksmith is right there. She's been a part of the game since like the whole Resistance season. So why not bring her back as an actual blacksmith and you pay steel and salvage to actually get the armor pieces? That way, all of this and maybe this right here, you can use this menu, repurpose this menu right here to put um, craft gear or something. And you bring up this menu. There's a little art thing of Ilma right here to the right. You have your character right here, and then you have these four options. You got still basic armor weapon pack, and then you select this. Or actually, let's say this. You go here, right? Oh, I want this piece. So then you select this piece. You hit purchase, or you select this piece, right? I don't know. It's really weird. I would just say either I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have an idea on how it would actually function. But the idea of putting Ilma right here on this menu, maybe she's like smacking a sword or something with her hammer weapon chisel thing, whatever you want to call it, and she's literally crafting your weapon or your armor, and then you have like a little progress bar, and maybe like, oh, it'll be done in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever, depending on like the complexities of it. I don't know. I'm really spitballing, but here, this whole thing, you could absolutely, if you have this in it, literally have this just be actually straight up purchasing the armor itself. All right, that just makes sense, and that's just like that's just scavenging gear. We've been on this for like what 12 minutes now, and we're just talking about the first thing. So literally, that'll tell you how crap this entire system is. Now, Metaverse has spoken about this already. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it. Check it out. If I remember to do so, I'll put a link in the description so you can actually check it out for yourself. But let's mouse on over. Now let's see. Outfits, right? You get them all the time. Battle outfits. I wouldn't necessarily purchase these because you get them all the time in passes and for free playing events and whatnot. But look at this. Now, honestly, I don't see any problem with these things being like at the most 3,000. I don't see a problem with that. This should be it. This is fine. It being at 3,000. Oh wow, I just noticed that purple. That's actually a very nice purple. Wow. Impressive. I like it. Anyways, okay, but the problems start to rise with the outfits once you mouse over to the elite. Now, I guess it low-key makes sense. You're buying an outfit, which is normally 3,000, and then also an ornament on top of that. And by the way, that ornament looks amazing. I just noticed that. But you're talking 7,000 steel for that. Okay, now, the problem rises once you counter that I have 5 mains, right? And I like the idea of them matching, hence all 5 of them having the Dead by Daylight skin on with that little emblem from one of the previous events. I like matching them. So if I go over to these outfits, any of these, except for Reputation, obviously, because duh, 5 times 7, right? Which is like what? I'm bad at math. I forget. One second. 5 times 7, 35. So 35,000 steel. If I wanted to buy an elite outfit, that's 35,000 steel. And if you look at the top left, I would barely have enough to get that. And that goes for any of these outfits. It goes for any of these. So I would lower this price down to maybe 3,000 or even just 1. Because if we go over here, how much is the most expensive ornament? 5,000. Okay. Let's see. The most expensive one would be 5,000, and regular old battle outfits are like at the most three, right? Okay, so wouldn't it make more sense for that to be 8,000 rather than seven? But anyways, you mouse over here. Anyways, I would lower this price down to yeah maybe 3,000 or even two, because if you literally end up wanting to match out, it's like say I'm speaking from my own point of view here, and it gets even worse when you go along because it's worse because now you have 15,000. I would lower this. Now this would be 7,000 rather than the elite outfits. Because not only are you having a paint pattern, but you're also having an ornament and an effect. So that being 7,000 would make a lot more sense. It's a little less than half. And it's even made worse by the illustrious which outfits, which I can't talk, which I would then make that maybe the 15 or even 10,000. Cut that in price in half. Now reputation, that goes without saying. Obviously play the character. But like this whole purchasing system, when it comes to literally wanting to buy things for multiple mans, makes no sense. Now even and again, this whole customized system could literally fall under going to Elma the blacksmith. Now, I don't know, but paint patterns, all this stuff, this whole menu, honestly, what I would recommend is maybe if you could like put these into folders and then have it like a menu like this, so, say like this. You go down there, you mouse over to that, and you have like a little menu, and it says, oh, like battle pass, paid pass, I don't know, some kind of way to like organize this better. Because really, if I'm honest, having to scroll all the way through this until you find the one you want. I mean, sure, there's the whole favorite system, so it goes to the top, but having to scroll all of this way to find something that you're looking for. Wait, what was that? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's Rip 54. Okay. Wait, where was it? I saw it. That's the one. Okay, I just noticed that. That's kind of nice. That actually looks good with the red. But anyways, I would organize these based on like, see how you have the battle pass? I would have all of the battle pass paint patterns and symbols in a folder. All of the reputation outfits, like all the event pass ones, put that in a folder. All of the oh man, where like all of these, you can put those in like a in like their own little folder, right? And then oh man, how much other stuff do I have? And all the rep stuff, keep that. You can keep that stuff out. Like all these, like this is fine. Keep those out. And like all of these, I guess is fine. They're already locked. I would put these in folders too, like locked behind. Oh, these ones are locked because you don't have the proper outfit or whatever. Symbols, same thing. Put those in a folder based on anything, so that way, all of this isn't in your face. Because, again, having to scroll past is going to be annoying, and plus for new people too. I suppose it's less annoying for them, considering they have less stuff unlocked. But I think it would be really cool if you could put all that stuff into like a big folder, have it right here, like under customize, and then you have like a drop down menu, and maybe that's how you do that. I don't know, but I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of things, and what the heck? That's right, because all of these are like event, so they're all like 700, which regular weapons are 4. I would cut this in half to 200, or even actually Scratch that. Cut it down to 50. Just 50 steel altogether, or even just use salvage for that. Because you're already getting more salvage when you grind up this stuff anyway. Right? So that would make sense. Now, obviously, the event weapons that you already took care of in like a battle pass or like a paid pass anyway, obviously that stuff should remain free, obviously, because you already got it. Now, maybe Ilma is also how you end up getting event weapons if you missed it. So, say I'm a new player and I see this axe and I ask the person, "Yo, where'd you get that axe from?" He's, "Oh, it's from the Wyverndale Pass." I would say I would then be able to select said pass, select said weapon, and purchase it through Ilma. I think that like literally just adding Ilma the blacksmith into the customization menu and having her just craft the weapon for you, and that's how you get it, and you still pay steel and salvage to get it. It literally makes more sense, and it eliminates the whole crate system. Sure, it eliminates also the store, this purchasing steel packs, all that stuff. And I get the whole, here's 1,000 for free, here's 5,000 for free, here's 5,000 or 15,000 steel for free, what's that? 50,000 steel for free. I understand that. Also, best deal, really, $99 for like what is that? 150,000 steel. And yet, for these big events, if you win, you get like 1,000,000 steel and whatnot. Sorry, who are you lying to? And also, I guess these are fine. These are fine, I suppose. Oh my god. That's really right there. That's funny. Unless that's meant to be the male one. Yeah, look at the two ladies all hanging out. But yeah, I guess the only thing that should ever be expensive at all, if something has to be expensive, is going to be like things like this, because you're getting with this one specifically, and I've actually never seen this, but this actually makes sense that it's that expensive because for this bundle, you're getting 2 illustrious outfits, 2 executions, and a signature. This being 52,000 steel actually makes a lot of sense because that's a whole lot of stuff. Now, of course, if you were to apply the nerfs, quote unquote, that I said to the full price when it comes to steel, then there we go. This wouldn't be 52,000, which I actually haven't looked at this. Okay. Okay. Oh, this. Ah. Yeah, I didn't really look at these. But yeah, honestly, though, there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot of changes that can be made. Now, I haven't seen anyone specifically target the whole the cost system, but I never liked that. Now, now that I think about it, I've actually talked about all of this in a previous video, but that was an older video, and it honestly wasn't very good. But if I had the choice, I would take a 0 or 2 off of these. Because who actually keeps these on? Now, the ones that you get via reputation, like these, that's fine. That's fine. Keep those where they're at. I'm talking about these. Like iron is fine. Like all of these being 10,000 when you're only going to use it for like what, a little while? I would take a couple zeros off that and have that be like 1,000 or even just 100 steel, because this makes no sense. And as well, like I was saying earlier, you add multiple characters into it, it's gonna be overly expensive. Because remember, I have 5 mains, so this would be it would be 50,000 steel for each one of these, right? 50,000 steel, because that's 10,000 for each one. Also, wow, that actually looks pretty good against the red. What? Oh my goodness. No, Marigold's too shiny. But I don't know. There's a lot you could really do. Now, did I miss some points? Yes, I did. Is there still some things that can be adjusted? 100%. And oh my goodness. Now, obviously, I have a few selections here for this particular outfit. Oh, the white actually looks nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, the blue is clean too. All right, I dig that. Anyways, um, again, like with the paint patterns and everything, I would straight up just literally have all this based on put in a folder. So like again, battle pass. Heck, you can even put the all of this stuff in the same folder as like the paint patterns and whatnot. But as far as like I don't know regular old colors, which these those are fine. Again, I would straight up just add a color wheel that you can select. Ooh, oh that's nice. I like that. But anyways, I would straight up say, hey, just put these right in one big folder that's clearly more organized than what this is, or just let us select the colors altogether. Because if I go over to say Warmonger, now mind you, I have the Apollyon color set for pretty much everyone but her. So say like the Dark Warmonger, right? I don't have the solid black for for her at all. It's way down here, I think. Yep. Which, by the way, there's literally there it is right there. Unlocked by playing realistic modes or purchasable with like 50 steel because it's a color splotch note. Ooh, that actually looks kind of cool. But anyways, straight up, it would make more sense to heck. Actually, that's an even better idea. Literally have this be purchasable with like by like 50 steel. So like if there's like one of these that you want, then hey, purchase it with steel like 50 steel because it's a paint pattern and it being like 1,000 or something would be stupid. I don't know. There's so much to say about all of this. Well, I don't know. Will they ever adjust it? I doubt it. I mean, literally, YouTube personalities bigger than me have been shouting at them for ages now to fix this stuff. There have been people screaming at them for a while to add two more loadout options for characters. There have been people shouting about a lot of this stuff that makes no sense. Let's see. And see, I said all this, and I wasn't even getting into how the fact that these emotes being upwards of 7,000 steel makes absolutely no sense. When you're only going to use it for like what, a little while? Now, honestly, these paired emotes, I would literally have those be exclusively like in the paid passes. So like all three of these, I'd put those in paid passes so that way it's not. And I just realized those are 10,000. That's 10,000 steel. I don't like that. But anyways, if anything, I would say keep it to 3,000. All for all of these. 3,000 or even just two, because no one's gonna keep the like this one. That was the free one, by the way, and that one is also a free one. I think the only combat emote I've ever purchased for Hito is literally this one. But like, I would keep all of these at 3,000 or even less. Same thing with the effects. Like if I were to scroll down, scroll past all of these, like all of these, and also one thing, actually 5,000 is fine. Now, what I would do, if anything, is literally when you buy it for one region, for one thing, like the idol, or you buy it across the board, not making like four different purchases for the same effect. Now, if I were to get like demonic sacrifice, it would be 5,000 across the board, or even just actually scratch that, 4,000 across the board, because you're getting it for idle, execution, free roam, and combat. There we go. 4,000 steel, 1,000 per every effect, right? Signatures. Actually, signatures being 5,000 is actually okay. That's actually fine by me. With me. Yeah, these being 5,000 is actually fine with me. That's totally fine. Also, this. It's too funny. I love it. But yeah, no, these being 5,000 is actually totally fine. I don't really see any issue with that. 25,000 steel if I wanted to get it for all 5 of my mains, and that's totally fine. It's totally fine. Emotes, again, 3,000 or less. Executions, let's see, 5,000 is fine. 5,000 is fine. Like all these being 7,000, any more expensive, and I would think that's pushing it too much. I don't know. There's a lot that can be said about all of this. But if you're going to put so much importance on steel, why not just have the characters have the players purchase some of this stuff with Ilma the blacksmith? She's literally a character that is just sitting in the void, waiting for the rebellion event to come back, and you have an entire character that is a blacksmith that you're not utilizing to basically craft these armors and whatnot for you. But if you have to keep this in, if you have to keep this whole scavenge gear system in, have that. But also have an option, hey, if you don't want to do that, you can do the same thing again, but Ilma will purchase it for you. If you have to have it in there. Now the loot crates, the whole steel packs, that's going to be in here regardless. You're still going to, purchasing steel has to stay. That makes sense to me. Right? That makes complete sense. That's fair. Makes sense to me anyway. But I straight up think that adding Ilma the blacksmith, like Metaverse said, or literally a couple other people that I talked to about this have said, it would be cooler. Have Ilma be right here. She's hammering away at a sword or something, and then you purchase the armor piece. Actually, better example. How you have the steel amount right here. Put the steel amount over here. Put the steel amount over here. If you wanted to purchase it, it's 400 steel to purchase to get this armor piece crafted. Not only does it cut down the price of the 700 and 400. Actually, I would cut this in. Yeah, wait, didn't I say cut this in half earlier? I did say cut this in half. Cut that in half, and cut this. I would say down to 200. Cut this down to 200 as well, because event stuff being 700 steel changed the appearance of, and then 400 for regular old weapons. Either the same price or just not at all like this, because this whole system is silly. But anyways, I don't know. What is if you wanted to change the cosmetic system, what is something you would do? Let me know in the comment section. I'm done here. I gotta make the thumbnail, which it's gonna take me a second to actually do. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do already. What's up, Brandon? But yeah, all 32 minutes of this, 34 minutes, excuse me, going on 35 now, is to say that I highly disagree with the cosmetic system in this game, and I think it definitely needs an update. Because my freaking goodness, It is silly. This is silly. Now, is this the best guide ever? I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Is this the best guide ever? No, it's not. I mean, should I probably have written some stuff down before I started? Yes. Absolutely. But honestly, I think that this would be the best idea. Cutting down some of the prices, reworking this completely, because, and I said this on Twitter, or more like I said this in notes and took a screenshot on Twitter. The For Honor devs are only thinking about reworking characters and all these maps and whatnot. They're not really thinking about the cosmetics. They're not really thinking about all of this. Oh, 10,000 steel. Bam. There we go. Oh, they'll totally pay that. Yeah, sure. If you have one main and a whole lot of steel, but I don't. And also, that looks kind of cool. Let's put that back on there, because why not? But anyways, that's all I really got for this one. I'm going to go ahead and end things off here for today. Do I like the cosmetics? I do. Do I think they need an upgrade? 100%. And I'm going to go ahead and read this off just for the YouTube crowd, since you're not on... actually, basically... Actually, if you want to read off the whole thing, I highly recommend going to my Twitter. Link is in the description below, so check it out if you haven't already. 10 out of 10, do recommend. And my friends, I'm going to stop this stream here. Let me know what you guys think of the cosmetic system in the comment section below. Would you change it? If so, what would you do? Do you agree with what I've stated here? Let me know. And yeah, I'll be seeing you all next time. Be chill, fight with honor, and I'll see you next time. Hey, I actually like that outro. I might keep that.